Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. This is Sunday, June 16th, and today's lesson is entitled The Robe of a Jew. We're in lesson number 12, Heaven's Best Gift, the end of the study of the book of Zachariah. And the memory text is found in Zachariah chapter 9, verse 16. The Lord their God will save them on that day as the flock of his people. They will sparkle in his land like jewels in a crown. I just want to wish all the dads in our vlog happy Father's Day, especially to my dad, who's been a great provider for family, great domino opponent, kind of great at least, and just a really good friend. So happy Father's Day, Pops. And keep up the good work. So on Sunday's lesson, the role of a Jew, God is going back to his original plan with the Jews. He's kind of rebooting. The plan went out of whack because of people's choices to go their own way. God has a plan and a path set out for us that will make us prosper. And now he's just kind of reminding the people what his plans are for them, to prosper them, to give them security, and to make them a light in a dark place, to draw nations unto the city of Jerusalem. And God kind of waters down what his will is in very simple terms. He says, what I want you to do and what I don't want you to do because I hate it. Alright? So we'll just read his will, which is very simple. Sometimes we overcomplicate things with the Lord. But notice what he says. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor. And love no false oath, for all these are things that I hate, saith the Lord. So basically what he's saying is, love your neighbor. Don't cheat each other, don't mistreat each other, don't think bad thoughts about each other. Treat each other good, for goodness sake, right? And God is supremely interested. I mean, there's no way about it. If you have He's supremely interested in the way that we treat each other. If you have ill will towards anybody, God is not pleased. Do not harbor evil thoughts against anybody. If God will love you unconditionally, then we are called to do the same with others. Love God and love your neighbor, right? And then the lesson continues in the last verse of this chapter, and we'll end with this. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that God is with you. So, if you put yourself in the shoes of the Jews, they're there in a nation that has been completely destroyed, obliterated. And they're just wondering, man, are we going to be able to get back on our feet? And God says, you will much more than just get back on your feet. All nations will come to you because they will know that I am with you. You know, the plan that God had for Israel isn't very far from what God has planned for your life and for my life. It's not just enough to treat each other well. God has called us to be a light in a dark place and a refuge for anyone who's seeking salvation. The key to why nations were to come to Israel is because they said, we heard that God is with you. Can people tell that God is with you? Do you live in such a way where God's glory can be easily discerned? Are people following you because they see something different and they want to know how they can come to have a relationship with God just the way that you do. It's kind of convicting sometimes when you think about it. It's like, am I living a life that I would want others to follow in my example? The Apostle Paul said, I wish you were like me. How many of us could say that, huh? I challenge everybody. I love going through these chapters because it takes you out of their comfort zone. These books through the minor prophets have been very convicting, but at the same time liberating. I challenge you all as you begin this week to live such a life that all that are around you, your family, your friends, your wives, your co-workers, can say, we see that God is with you. And that will cause them to want to know how they can come to know God in the same way. So God bless you all. Thanks for being a part of this vlog, part of this family. Feel free to post questions, comments, prayer requests. God is listening. So take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow.